Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Cody. I am a writer, and I am also the author of the Ghostwriters Club, available now wherever books are sold. Today is currently Friday, May 9th, so it's been about a week and a half since the Ghostwriters Club has been out in the world, and I have been reveling in all of the warm feelings, all of the posts, the tags, the text messages, all of it. If you have messaged me or tagged me in some sort of post in the last week and a half, I love you. It has been a wonderful week and a half filled with all the feelings you would want surrounding a book release, but you know what this week and a half has not been filled with? Writing. You know, other than the book release, this week has just been kind of like really busy at work. And also we've had my mother-in-law staying with us for the week. And so, you know, any free time that we've had throughout the week, we've been spending with her because she actually goes back home tomorrow. And so we want to, you know, make sure to spend as much time with her as we can before she goes back home. So I have not been able to rein my focus in enough to sit down and actually start working on something or working on the next project. So I literally decided to sit and schedule out an entire weekend on my Google Doc, and we have a schedule for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's gonna be a good time. This is gonna be a good vlog for you to like have a warm drink in your hand and just like sit and chill and watch, or not even watch. Maybe you can just clean your house. If you're cleaning your house or working or whatever you're doing while you're watching this video, just know I love you and I support you and I think you're awesome. Okay, so let's get into what we're gonna be doing during this vlog. I have officially broken ground on draft 2 of Project Terms and Conditions. And when I say I've broken ground, I mean that I have gone through this entire binder, which has my book single-sided, printed out, start to finish. I made a bunch of notes in like red ink of things that I want to fix. And tonight we start actually going through and actually doing the fixing in the document. The reason that I had this whole binder situation in the first place was just to give my eyes a bit of a break, which leads me into my next segment very well. I'm so excited to let you know that the partner for this video is Vooglam. Vooglam is a glasses marketplace that is online, and it is full of pretty much any and every style of glasses that you could want. And obviously I'm gonna be trying some on for you here today because I gotta show you all the fun glasses that I got. Like I said, they have a wide variety of frames for any personality type. They have your more muted ones, they have your super funky ones, they have your in-between funky ones. So as you can see, these are my normal glasses, the ones that I got from the eye doctor. They're pretty basic, white, black, you know, but I decided to really step out of my comfort zone with some of these. So let's get to trying on some glasses, shall we? These are the Haldees multicolor, and I'm pretty sure they have two different options. They have one where the color goes from red to purple this way, and then they have a version where it goes from red to purple this way. And obviously I got these because these are gonna be my pride glasses this summer. I'm gonna be wearing these all summer because gay rights, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, they're just stunning to look at, and they're like clear and see-through, but also just like a nice little pop of color. I live. These second ones that I got are pretty similar to the ones that I already have. They're a little more muted, but I love this like sparkly detail on the side and then just the gradient of black to clear going down. These are more like what I would wear for like my everyday kind of glasses. If I'm not feeling like a funky style or color and I'm just wearing more muted tones, these are perfect. They go with any outfit that I could possibly own because, you know, black and clear go with everything. These ones are called the Vivian. When you want to be that corporate girly, you know, the Vivian in Legally Blonde, we love her. She is a, you know, lawyer diva slay queen, and I think these are perfect. I mean, how fun is that? Yes, I did get the Elphaba glasses, you know, the design that is very Elphaba. These ones are called the Mainly. These aren't necessarily marketed as Wicked glasses, but the girls that know, they know these are Wicked glasses, okay? And now these are gonna be specifically for wearing to the Wicked Part 2 premiere in November of this year. Are y'all so excited? I'm literally chomping at the bit. When I first saw this, I thought it would be like really uncomfortable on the bridge of my nose. But with these little stoppers there, I mean, I don't even feel it. It's definitely a statement piece for sure. These ones are my personal favorite. They are the Laisha glasses. I mean, are you kidding me? Do you see the design on the front? That is so fun. And then also it has the fun little gold V right here. I guess that means Vooglam. From far away, it's like, oh, he's just a normal guy. But then you get up close and you're like, oh, he has a personality too. And also all of the glasses that I received from Vooglam have been tinted with the lovely blue light filter. It's blocking out all the white light from my eyeballs. Vooglam, you are fully responsible for keeping my eyeballs safe as I continue to work on all of my projects in the future. And as someone who is a corporate girly and also a writer, I stare at screens often. And so having the blue light filter on all the glasses that Vooglam sent me is going to be a tremendous tremendous lifesaver. All of the glasses that I have shown you today, I will have a link for them down in the description, and you can use code CODY to get 20% off your purchase from Vooglam. Thank you so much to Vooglam for partnering with this video. And without further ado, let's move over here to the desk, shall we? We are about to actually sit here for a moment because we are about to start up our first of 3 live streams that we're doing this weekend. That's right, we're doing 3 live streams. We're doing 1 each day. Tonight at 6 p.m. It is currently 5:55 p.m. So we're literally going live in 5 minutes. But yeah, I want to try to get as far as I can in this project just to see what I can do. I'm not necessarily setting any specific goal for this weekend. Like, I don't want to, set a certain amount of chapters or a certain word count for the weekend. I just want to sort of ease my way back into the revision trenches after being in, publishing deadline mode for so long. And I don't want to set any deadlines on this. I want this to be a cozy vlog. We are not rushing to do anything. We're not rushing to get anywhere. We are just leisurely strolling through the weekend and holding hands with our creativity. Okay, so we are about to log on to StreamYard and stream for the next couple hours, and I will check in with all of you lovely people whenever we're done. Holy crap, I literally just logged on. We haven't even started yet. Look at all these comments. Look at all my friends just already here to hang out and support and just be productive and creative in the stream. Y'all are awesome. I love you guys. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. All right, friends, we just finished up the live stream. It was a wonderful time. I didn't realize it until I had already started streaming, but it's been almost a month or over a month. I don't know. I need to go back and look at my actual content log, but I'm pretty sure it's been over a month since I went live. And so this was just a fun little return. It was seeing all my friends back in the chat. It was just a good time. The vibes were strong. Everyone was getting lots of words in. We were being super productive. I personally ended up making it all the way through the prologue in chapter 1, and I started tinkering around on chapter 2. So, it was a slow start, but we're off to a good start. Feeling very accomplished, and I'm feeling very excited to jump back into this tomorrow. I am going to go ahead and log off for the day of Friday. This is our last night hanging out with my mother-in-law because she actually leaves tomorrow morning to head back to Denver. So we're gonna just curl up on the couch, eat some yummy Mexican food, watch a movie, and just chill at the house. It's gonna be a good time, but I will see you all first thing tomorrow. Bye. Hi, good morning and welcome to Saturday. How y'all doing? We've already actually started our live stream for the morning. It is currently, where's my watch? It is currently 10:13 in the morning. We are in the middle of our first sprint. We actually just started it. I just realized my sound machine was still going on the YouTubes because I like to write with white noise. You know what I'm saying? We're trying something fun and different today with our microphone placement. I wanted to look like that guy on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. If you know, you know. Okay. We're here. We're gonna be writing for the next couple hours. Because last night the stream sort of ended our night. Well, today the stream is just the warm up. Okay, because we're gonna be writing here and then we're gonna take a little bit of a break, and then I also maybe want to go to a Barnes and Noble later, some kind of bookstore. I don't know. We're just gonna feel the vibes. Last night was great. We ended up watching the new Tournament of All-Stars of Drag Race. We ended up eating some yummy, delicious Mexican food and watching Drag Race, and it was just a good time. I was in bed by 10:30. Perfect night. It was the perfect night. I was so cozy. Fell asleep to Project Runway. Who can complain? Duchess says hello. Look at hers. She's so pretty. So I guess without further ado, I should probably write something. And obviously, since we're working on project terms and conditions, I found my mug that says I'm in a silly, spooky mood because it's a paranormal thriller, if you didn't know. ASMR. I'm gonna be drinking coffee out of this coffee mug right here, and it's gonna be awesome, okay? Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Hi team, we just finished up our second stream of the weekend. It was so much fun. We had so many friends there. It really seemed like the theme of today was a lot of people were struggling with motivation and things like that. By the time we finished the second sprint, they were cranking out like 800 words. And so it was just really cool to see how a lot of people are kind of feeling the same feelings today, but the live streams, they just seem to help so much. They just kind of help get the ball rolling. And it helped for me as well, because when I first, got up this morning and I was, taking a shower, getting ready for the day or whatever, I wasn't like super excited to actually sit down and start writing. Revision can sometimes feel like work. It's not as fun as, coming up with new ideas and brainstorming and outlining and drafting and all that and creating something new. But it does have its own like fun moments. Revision feels like you have all the pieces there. You just have to kind of rearrange and put the puzzle together. If you're watching this video and you're just struggling with your motivation, or you're having just like a hard time getting like back into writing after maybe like a few days off or a week off, whatever, my best, advice would be just to set yourself the smallest goal possible. And that can usually help get the ball rolling. Like for example, for me today, the thing that helped me kind of like get into the writing mode was I went back and I read through the stuff that I edited yesterday, which was just like a couple chapters. But reading through that kind of got me back into the flow of what I was doing, helped get that ball rolling. And I ended up getting through like 2.5 chapters of revision during that second sprint. So, hey, if that's not the proof you need, I don't know what to tell you. But now it is time to get up. I'm gonna get up, stretch out a little bit. I'll check in with you soon. Hello friends, and welcome to my front porch. We are outside. It is a beautiful, cloudy and 70 degrees out here. And even though it's the middle of May, this is like the weather that I thrive in. And so I was like, let me go ahead and let's go outside, touch some grass. As you saw, we took Miss Honey on a nice little walk. We did a little over a mile, and it was a wonderful time just to get some fresh air and to, stretch our legs, walk around, be outside. When we came back, I actually spent a little bit of time editing this vlog because I want this vlog to go up on Wednesday. So I was trying to go ahead and get as far ahead on the editing as I could. And that brings us to right now, being here on the porch. Now, I did say that I wanted to go to Barnes & Noble, but one look at my bank account told me that that would be a bad financial decision. And so we're pivoting. So we're going to spend a little chill time on the porch and being outside before it starts to rain, because it is supposed to rain a little bit later and for the rest of the weekend. So we are out here. I have my binder off to the left. It's actually sitting up on one of these little laptop stands. It's not the Apple brand because that one is like ridiculously priced. So I got the one that's literally, I think it's the Amazon Basics version. So like the Amazon dupe, if you will. And I think I got it for like $20. So it's super inexpensive and great. And not only does it work for computers, but it works great for a binder. So we're going to hang out here. We're going to tinker around a little bit more and see how many more chapters we can get revised. And I also brought my Kindle out here because I do want to start Freida McFadden's new book that came out last week. It's called The Tenant. Freida is just one of those authors that I like to read as like a voice training for anytime that I'm working on a mystery or a thriller. Going to read a couple chapters of this, going to tinker around with a couple more chapters of Project Terms and Conditions. And that is pretty much how we're going to spend the rest of our day today. So yeah, hang out with me on the porch for a little while. It's going to be a good time. Hello everyone, and welcome to Sunday. I have Duchess here. She is opening this day with me. Duchess, do you have anything to say? Very inspirational, very intuitive. Thank you so much. And you might be asking yourself, Cody, weren't you wearing those clothes yesterday? And my answer to that would be yes, I am. And could I have easily just switched the top that I was wearing to make you think that I have changed clothes between yesterday and today? Yes, I could have, but we're serving authenticity in this vlog, okay? This is what it looks like to go into gremlin mode for the weekend and work on your book, okay? Okay. Thank you. So anyways, we are here. It is currently almost 1:30 in the afternoon. I spent pretty much the whole first half of my day editing this vlog and getting as far through it as I can. And I've gotten all the way caught up to this current clip. So slay for that. And so yeah, we're sitting here. We're going live at 2 p.m. and we're going to write for a couple hours. And that's going to be the end of the vlog. I did film a little recap after my porch sesh last night, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, the audio did not record. And so, you know, we're just rolling with the punches. Like you saw, I started off by doing some reading. I ended up reading like the first 7 or so chapters of The Tenant by Freida McFadden. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. I can definitely see the problem starting to brew on the horizon. And I can just tell that we're really in for a fun ride with this story. So I'm excited to continue that later on today, probably when I'm done writing. And as far as the actual writing goes for yesterday, I ended up tinkering around with about another one chapter. It was a chapter that required a bit more of rewriting and fleshing out, adding more words to a scene. It was definitely slower going, but we made some great progress. I'm very happy with it, and I'm excited to continue that today. Come along with me for a couple more hours of editing and revising, and we'll check in after the live stream. Alrighty, friends, that is a wrap on our cozy weekend of writing. We just finished up our third stream of the weekend, and it was a blast as always. We had a lot of the same friends that have been there all weekend writing with me. So if you were in all 3 of the streams this weekend, you are the real MVP. Hearts to all of you, and lasers and fireworks. And if you've been to the streams, you know what I mean by all of that. Thank you all so much for tuning into this vlog and hanging out with me this weekend as we made a very nice, leisurely start on our revisions for Project Terms and Conditions. I'm very excited with the work that we did this weekend, and I am excited to continue it moving forward. I am going to be going on a little bit of a writing retreat this weekend, so I do plan to make a lot of progress for that. And of course, you know, I'm going to be vlogging the whole thing. So if you want to stick around for that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you have post notifications turned on so you'll be the first to know as soon as I go live, upload a video, all those fun things. But with all that out of the way, I will see you guys in my next video. But until then, bye!